Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Tess, and this is my It Ends With Us reading vlog. So I've decided that I'm going to finally read It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. The funny thing about this is I got an Amazon gift card for Christmas and I bought It Ends With Us on Amazon, and then like 2 weeks later my best friend Ayla was like, I'm sorry, I know you just bought this, but I bought this for you in November and it's a special book of the month edition. So I decided that I would give my copy of it to my friend Siobhan. So basically everyone gets a little gift. So I'm gonna start reading this because Siobhan's reading it right now and I want to be in the loop. Siobhan doesn't really read. We're getting her to read more. She really just reads fan fiction, but we're getting her to read, like actually read. So I wanted to vlog this because this is one of BookTok's favorite books and I love Colleen Hoover. So this is me documenting it. I'll update you guys every time I feel a different emotion or feel like I need to talk about it. This is probably gonna take me like 2 days to read. I have a lot of time to read tonight and tomorrow. So hopefully I'll finish it in the next 2 days, but we'll see. I'll let you guys know when I'm like a little bit in how I'm feeling. Okay, I'm 40 pages and 2 chapters in, and the number one thing I wish about this book is that I read it sooner. Not because it's that good that I'm like, oh my god, I wish I read this book sooner, but everyone on BookTok has basically spoiled things that happen in this book. But I'm trying to read it with the most open mind possible and trying to not think about the spoilers, and I'm not going to say any of them. If there is a spoiler, I will like put a spoiler warning before in my editing. Obviously, we know I love Colleen Hoover's writing style, so this has been a breeze for me and I'm really enjoying the characters. And like the backstory is really good, so I'm really liking it so far. I'm gonna try to get like halfway through tonight so that I can finish it tomorrow. Also, look at my comic wall. I'm hopefully gonna get more, but I'm on a comic buying ban because I am poor and those are like the first thing to go that I'm able to spend money on. But look at it, beautiful. I love it so much. And also a surprise, a sleeping baby. Okay, a new thing I'm gonna do in my reading vlogs is 100-page updates. So I'm on page 100 right now. I just finished chapter 7 or chapter 8. Chapter 7. The thing that I'm loving is Colleen Hoover knows how to write men. I don't know what it is. Every man written by Colleen Hoover I love. My fave, Owen. Of course. For some reason, I have this really weird connection to Confess that I really, really love it. Like, it's one of my favorites. I'm probably going to reread it soon. November 9 is normally my fave, but recently I've been feeling Confess, so I think I'm going to reread it eventually. And even, like, Samson and Heartbones, which was not my fave, still love him. So that's what I'm loving right now. I'm loving Ryle right now. I'm getting really invested in these characters right now. Alyssa, I love Alyssa. I love her. So right now, I'm loving it. Also, I am going to be wearing the same outfit in all these clips, but it's okay. I'm going to do a full review at the end of the video. I'm filming this in my work parking lot, which is so scary, but good morning, everyone. It is the next day. I read not until the end of part 1 because Siobhan informed me that the end of part 1 is not even until like 3/4 of the way through the book, so I'm not currently that far ahead yet. But reading the like Ellen journal is so heartbreaking, like literally so sad to think that, like, I don't know, just like I think the anticipation of how, like, in the beginning of the book, this is a spoiler but like not a major spoiler because she says it like within the first like 20-30 pages, the fact that knowing her dad is gonna find Atlas, obviously, because she says that he beats Atlas up, is like so nerve-wracking, and it scares me so bad, and it's just making me so sad to think about, like, they're having this really happy moment and there's nothing that she can do. Like, she can't even ask her parents to help this boy. I don't know, so much is happening, but I'm really, really enjoying it so far. I'm in my car on my lunch break and I'm gonna read for like 30 minutes until my break is up, and then I'm gonna read when I get home after work, after I do a couple of things. But yeah, I'm really invested in the story right now, so far living up to the hype. Holy shit. I have not been able to read since my lunch break, and I'm reading right now, and I just read chapter 14, and this is going to be a spoiler. I cannot believe Ryle just pushed her. Like, after everything that he knows that she's gone through with her parents' abuse, and obviously, like, this is foreshadowing for the future, and I wish that I had read this book and not known everything that happened from TikTok. And I knew he was going to push her, but even knowing when it was going to happen, I had no idea when it was going to happen. And my mouth dropped. I was like, right, over something so small. And I get that she pushed him back, but he pushed her. Like, this is crazy. But I'm going to try to get to the end of part 2 tonight. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish. I have a lot going on. But tomorrow, I'm going to finish, for sure. Hey, besties. It's the next day. I haven't read anything because I've been up since 4 in the morning because I worked at 4:30. And Shadi has not taken her break yet. And it is 10:50. I left at 10:50. So I'm off at 1. So I'm taking my 30-minute lunch. An hour and a half before I leave is when I'll go back, and then I have another 10. I don't know. It's been a crazy hectic day, but I'm gonna start reading part 2 now because that's where I stopped last night. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm back home now, and I changed my outfit into this cute little, I don't know, I look like an English major, obviously, because I am one, and that's my only personality trait. But yeah, I read a little bit of part 1 or part 2, and I'm heartbroken. It was really sad, awful, like beautifully written story. And I love the way that it talks about domestic violence in a way that it's like from the point of view of the person who's being abused, because you're like, why didn't she just leave the first time she saw her mom go through it for so long? And it's like, the point that Lily makes is that she's still in love with Ryle. Even if he's awful and terrible, she's still in love with him. And so it's like, why would she not stay with him? Because she loves him. And I don't know. My sorority's philanthropy is domestic violence, so it's been kind of eye-opening to read this book because I know that part of it is based on Colleen Hoover's real life. So I really am enjoying it, and I'm excited to finish it off. And hopefully it has a happy ending because right now I'm heartbroken and really sad. There's so many emotions going on, and I don't know how to feel. I'm not finished yet. I still have like 70 pages. I don't know. I want... Okay, guys, as you saw in that last clip, the last 60 pages of that book had me sobbing my eyes out. Like, everything, her talk with her mom about her mom says that she was so proud of her for not giving her dad's eulogy. Literally, like, when Atlas is so proud of her, and just the fact that she was strong enough to tell Ryle that, like, no, we're getting a divorce, like, and just say all that stuff about, like, what would you say if our daughter came home and was like, my husband hit me? Like, the power that Lily has is power that I want to have. And I don't know, I really loved that book. It made me cry really hard, and I really, really liked it. So I'm gonna do a little bit more of a wrap up later when I've been able to gather my thoughts, other than just that I really liked it. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay, you guys, it is time. It is later now. It is time for my final review of It Ends With Us. I changed the angle because it was bad. But my final thoughts are that I definitely think this book should stop being portrayed as a romance novel, as it does have some romance. Like, part of the plot is romance. That's not the premise of the book. Colleen Hoover does have romance novels that are solely about the relationship between the two main characters, but it's not really about that. It's a book about domestic abuse. I would say it's more of a contemporary fiction novel, and it is one of the best novels I've read in the past year of reading. It's my first 5-star read of the year, and it deserves all the hype that it gets. I do think there are a few things in the book that I'm like, this is unnecessary. I don't like the parts in the book where they try to excuse Ryle's behavior by talking about the traumatic incident he had as a child, because where that does affect his anger and his inability to control his emotions, he is a grown adult and he still decided to do those things. And that's why I like when Lily says that, she's like, you still did these things to me, which I really appreciate that she was the one that talked about it. But I hate that they were like, I wish this had never happened to you, this traumatic event, because you would be so much different. And I don't think that's true. I also don't like when Lily would think about if Atlas were to come back and she never met Ryle, would they be fine? I don't like that she dwells so much on the past, which I know a lot of us do. A lot of us do that, and it feels very real. But I wish it wasn't such a big part of the story, if I'm being completely honest. I did really enjoy the book. It's one of my favorites now. It's at the top of my Colleen Hoover rankings as far as the ones that I've read. And once I've read all of her backlist and everything, I'll do a full video talking about my ranking of the Colleen Hoover books. But yeah, I really enjoyed this book, and it was definitely really worth the read. So thank you, Ayla, for buying it for me. It was heartbreaking. It was life-changing. It was eye-opening. I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it. So thank you guys so much for watching this reading vlog. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe down below. I'm going to be doing them every time I read a book that I find really popular, or I'm binge reading a series or something like that. So let me know what you guys are currently reading. Follow me on Spotify, Book Talk, Bookstagram, my regular Instagram. Make sure to like and comment on the video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks, guys.